Cal Swagular Nation, Poop Boss 8416 reporting for duty. I almost forgot my own intro. Anyway, I caught the plague. Not really, but I think my brother gave me whatever friggin' illness he had, and I feel like shart, bruh. My sinuses are all whatever. Yeah, but today was not bad. I woke up really late. Happy Father's Day, by the way, to all of you who celebrate. I don't know if you can hear my neighbor sneezing outside, but yeah. Anyway, I woke up really late. I ate breakfast at noon. Oh my god, somebody out there's dying. And then I had my first day of work. It wasn't really actual working yet, but I did get my uniform and I did complete a bunch of paperwork. Yeah, I did run into one of my childhood best friends. That was pretty nice. We were like, oh my gosh, you're in town, because he moved out of town when it was time for college, or his family did anyway. So that was cool seeing him again. My uniform is staring at me. My mom thinks it's an ugly shirt, but I don't care. Yeah. What was I gonna talk about? My sinuses are all freaked up. Anyway, I went to a gallery yesterday, and it was really fun, except all the people, it was so small room for the actual, like, gallery, art showcase, whatever, and it smelled like a freaking armpit. I did not freak with that at all. It smelled really bad. But they had free snacks and beverages, so I took a lemonade and a little, like, lemon wafer thing. It was pretty good. I watched a guy steal a decorative lemon off the table. That was kind of funny. I was talking to this lady for a while. She does jelly prints and collages, and I'm a printmaker, for those who don't know. And I was like, oh, that's really interesting. And then the lady, she's super sweet, but she was like, do you want to paint with me at my house? Lady, we just met. I don't feel comfortable doing that. So I was just like, oh, I'm gonna be really busy. I just got a job recently. I'm a student. She was like, follow me on Instagram. And I was like, yes, ma'am. Um, yeah, yeah. And then after that, first, before I went to the gallery, I walked past, there's one of the restaurants in this part of Newhall where the gallery's at, and I saw an ex-friend of mine, and I don't know if she saw me, but I was like, oof. And we ended things on particularly bad terms, so I walked faster. I got a little scared. And then after that, I went to the gallery, blah, 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 and I didn't want to go home. I wanted to be outside still. So I went to Walmart, and I went there to look at picture frames and to get a photo printed for my Father's Day gift. And I saw my 10th grade chemistry teacher. I don't think he would recognize me if I went up to him and said hi, because I was in his class for one semester. Because I dropped out of AP Chem and went into his regular Chem class. So that was that. That was whatever. And then while I was waiting for my photo to get printed, I went and drove down the street to the park, and I saw not one, but two people I recognized. The first person I'm not close with. She's friends with one of my former close friends, whatever. I don't think she saw me. The second person was my ex, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I didn't see his face, but I knew that guy for a while. So I was like, that has to be him. And he's walking with the new girl that he's talking to, and I was like, cool. All the lovebirds were out. So now there were a lot of couples out last night, but the entire walk, he was just like shadow boxing. Like, why are you punching the air while you're not even by yourself? But okay. And I was walking behind them for a little bit. I wasn't doing it on purpose. We just happened to be walking in the same direction while I was trying to kill time. And I was like, cool. And then my nose was being freaking evil, like it is right now. And then my Walmart order was ready, so I was like, let me go back in the car and let me go back to Walmart to pick up my order. And then I got my order, It was one photo. My mom was like, "You totally wasted your time or their time." Um, that's probably why they took the full hour to print my one photo. And I was like, "Cool, whatever." I, I freaking I have beef with my local Walmart because they moved everything, and I go in there and I'm just confused. I used to know that Walmart like the back of my hand, but not anymore. I have to lock in and memorize the old not the old layout, the new layout. My brain is fried. Anyway, now that I have my job, I'm really excited because I can dye my hair again. My mom made me dye my hair back to brown because it used to be like all the parts that are like a light brown used to be like pretty light blonde. Except the dye didn't really take that well to my hair. So, and I've been out in the sun a lot, so my hair is a lot lighter than it was before. But that gives me a pretty decent base to dye my hair when I want to, just because I usually dye my hair purple, and I don't need that light of a base to dye my hair purple. So yeah, I might just like I have ew, you can see like dry scalp. Ew, yucky. I might just like cut my bangs and re-bleach them eventually. Will probably need a haircut soon. I kind of want to grow my hair out though. Maybe that's just like the evil part of me speaking, but I think it might be fun to grow my hair out a little bit. I also want to learn how to cut my own hair, so I feel like if I have longer hair, there's more. It'll be a little more forgiving if I cut my own hair. But yeah, I want to make more art. I don't know what I want to do though. I still have a bunch of music stuff that I have to work on. I've been listening to a lot of Jimmy Somewhere lately, just because his new song was so freaking fire. So it's like, let me go through all of his like newer releases, because I like his old stuff, but I really like what he's doing with his new music, or like whatever he's been putting out over the last couple years, like since 2023 onward. I feel like there's something about that stuff, that music, that's just like extra awesome. That's just the fangirl in me speaking. I need to make more music. I really want to go out and just like play guitar on the street or something. It could be fun. Maybe I could make an extra couple bucks or whatever. Yeah. What else is there? I want to make merch. I really do. I want to do more graphic designs on like shirts and things like that. But I don't know if enough people would be interested in that, just because personally I really want to do everything DIY. I used to do like print on demand stuff, and that was cool, but I don't know, I really want to screen print. I think that's what it comes down to. I just really want to screen print again. I learned how to in my printmaking class over the spring semester, and after that project I was like, man, I need my own setup. I really want my own screen printing setup. Sitting like this makes my head hurt because my sinuses, oh my god. There's something else. Oh my gosh. My summer classes start tomorrow. My professor, she put up all of the assignments, so I can just like work at my own pace. I already did one assignment, so I might just do more, or maybe I'll take a nap. I don't know. It is almost 6 o'clock though, so maybe not. But yeah, I think I'm gonna lock in on something. I don't know. Goodbye.